So, is the music you listen to every day ruining your life? Let's find out. Are you a fan of XXX, Break-ins perhaps, or even Halo? If you're really based. Well, me too. But what type of effect does this music have on us? All three artists mentioned above have very depressing and in some cases suicidal undertones to their music. We as listeners connect to this type of music so much because we can relate to it and we experience kind of emotional catharsis, which is the release of strong or repressed emotions. But is this type of music doing more damage than it is good? According to a 2021 study done at the University of Pittsburgh School of Medicine, teens and young adults who spend more time listening to music are far more likely to have major depressive disorder. And this is in relation to teens and young adults who spend more time reading books, which according to this study are far less likely to have this diagnosis. There are suspiciously very few articles on this topic of music consumption linked to emotional well-being. And what's even weirder is that a lot of these studies stopped being posted publicly after 2011, leading me to wonder why this topic has been seemingly abandoned 12 years ago. Did something happen? Whether this was a planned quietening of the topic or simply just a loss of interest from the general public, I really do hope to see this topic being brought to the limelight again in 2023. For me personally, this article is pretty much correct. When listening to music with depressive undertones, I myself slip into that psychological state. I begin to feel less joyful, less positive, and overall just worse about everything in my life. And it's so funny because I remember one defining moment when I really started to think about this topic. And this was Break-ins' Hypochondriac album. And I was in a pretty good mental state before listening to this album too. So here is why it got me into this terrible mental state. I thought to myself, if the leader of this new generation of pop music who has the most amazing and rich voice ever, out of this world production skills and amazing songwriting abilities, if he is not happy where he is, what's the hope for me? Obviously this doesn't take into account his own personal mental health battles, but it was still very demotivating and concerning to me. On the flip side, whenever I read books, it uplifts me. I feel an instant boost of energy and just overall contentment for where I am in life. So just from personal experience, I definitely agree with this study. So, what do we do? I don't think the answer is to just stop listening to the music that you enjoy, but rather be aware of the effect that it might have on you and plan accordingly. Limit how much darker music you listen to and try counteract its effects with reading. One book that I've really been into lately and mentioned in a couple of other videos is Reality Transurfing. I really recommend that book for anyone with big questions in life, and just those who want a different perspective on everything. I really appreciate you guys' attention and I really hope this video brought some value to you. If you like this video, check out our last video that's linked on the screen right now on why you should be struggling. I'll see you guys again soon.